Oh, hi. You caught me shopping. I'm Adam Berger, and I'm the Director of Product Marketing for Augmented Reality at Meta. Let me just add this to my shopping cart. And okay, there, all set. If you hadn't guessed already, the topic of this video is marketing and retail in the metaverse. We're going to approach these subjects from two perspectives. The first is how they're evolving in the metaverse from a business standpoint. And the second is what that means for you as a consumer. Let's start by thinking about what it means to market a product or service through the internet as we know it today. Maybe you see an ad as you're scrolling through your social media feed, or a video plays when you visit a website. How do brands know if you're paying attention to those ads? A key metric they use to measure success is conversion rate, or how many people take an action, such as clicking on an ad or buying something on a website. The higher the conversion rate, the better. Of course, what companies really like to do is convert you from someone who clicks on an ad or watches a video to someone who is a lifelong customer. Companies not only need to capture your attention, they need to keep it. This means calculating engagement, and that's a much harder thing to measure. Say you're on Pinterest and you're served an ad for an upcoming movie or a new fragrance. Brands track how much time you spend watching it. Did you swipe up immediately? Did you watch all 60 seconds? That's valuable data they can use to better target their ads in the future. We're already starting to see advertising and marketing that's richer and full of storytelling, like on TikTok and Instagram. And we're going to see even more of that in the metaverse. Because of the immersive and embodied nature of the metaverse, to create engagement, companies are going to need to develop authentic interactions and unique experiences for consumers. Today, we experience advertising and marketing as an in-between. Think of the commercials we see between shows on TV, ads next to articles we're reading, videos that interrupt our social media feeds. These things can sometimes subtract from our experiences rather than adding to them. In the metaverse, we can expect to see marketing that is naturally integrated into virtual spaces, that engages us through storytelling, and that adds substance to our experience. Of course, consumer choice and privacy need to be at the forefront of building a safe and responsible metaverse for both consumers and brands. When we go out to buy something now, we often have a destination in mind. We need a new shower curtain, a snowblower, or a swimsuit. We know what we need and we know where to get it. Now, while there will be stores in the metaverse, it's also going to give us an opportunity to experience shopping as less about a destination and more about discovery. As you explore the metaverse, you'll experience something more like window shopping. Imagine you're wandering around a space and you see a poster for a destination you've always wanted to visit. In the fully realized metaverse, it might be possible to walk into that poster and then find yourself in the lobby of a hotel that will gladly book you a stay on that tropical island or bustling city street. Now, augmented reality is already giving us new ways to browse and buy products. Wondering if that SUV you've had your eye on will fit in your garage? There's an app from Edmunds that can help, using augmented reality to overlay the vehicle on top of the physical world. Will that shade of lipstick go well with your skin tone? Find out with your camera and virtual services from Maybelline or Urban Decay. Whether you're redecorating your home or overhauling your wardrobe, you'll likely find an AR experience that lets you see how products will fit into your life, literally. Marketing and retail in the metaverse will give us many opportunities for interaction in virtual reality too. While you'll definitely want to take one in the physical world, why not try a virtual test drive? Companies like Abarth and Audi have teamed up with tech companies to create VR auto experiences. Fashion has dipped a manicured toe into the virtual world with events like Decentraland's Metaverse Fashion Week, while brands like Balenciaga have debuted collections in the metaverse and used models of avatars to show off their styles. Before we wrap up our discussion, I want to come back to something I'm sure you've been thinking about. How do we protect our privacy when we're shopping and being marketed to in the metaverse? As with all digital interactions, there's a fine balance between ensuring we have privacy when we want it and providing us with personalized, targeted advertising. After all, in order to show me products and services that are relevant to me, companies have to know what I like. Ultimately, the ways in which consumer data is collected and used in the metaverse has to be transparent to users. We need to know what we're agreeing to, and we need to be able to limit or increase specific activities when it comes to marketing and advertising. As the metaverse evolves, so must the controls we need to ensure we have the privacy we want and need. Next up, we've got a little something for everyone. Whether you cheer on your team every weekend, can't wait for that next superhero movie to hit the big screen, or are always on the lookout for your next favorite painter. That's right. It's time to explore art, entertainment, and sports in the metaverse. You head on over. I've got a little more shopping to do.